Hello everyone and welcome to Ignition.
Hello, and with me, as you can see, he's dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah, I'm in my Christmas jumper, though it's between Christmas and New Year.
It is.
I had to wear a Christmas jumper for one video of the year.
Why have you done your hair to look like Brian McFadden?
That's a very good question. I don't think I look like Brian McFadden, but you think I look just like him.
You look like Brian McFadden in his ugly period. No, I like Brian McFadden.
You say that Brian McFadden was the ugly one. But yeah, no, I believe all the ladies wanted a bit of Brian McFadden.
I never said Brian McFadden. I said, no, he is in his uglier period because he's a very handsome man. And you know I like him. I've paid to shake his hand.
Yes, you have. Yeah, what a loser. But I think I'm looking pretty good with this hair. At least I got some anyway. You know, that is the solid point of this.
Harsh Christmas start.
We would like to say thank you for the year, wouldn't we? This is our end of the year.
Is this to me?
Not for you, anyone watching. They're far more interesting than you. Why have I got my hands up? I don't know. But this is,
like we say, patches.
Just after Christmas, and we're going to have a little run through, aren't we, of what's happened during the year, our favourite cars.
Favourite car of the year.
Or favourite
channels.
Channels, yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
Because we did a favourite channel last year, but we did too much. We're just going to do a brief this year.
Yeah, we went way OTT.
We did.
Sorry, can you hear the cat banging on the door?
Are we going to let the cat in? We've got to.
We've got to. Right, we'll be back.
Reg has arrived.
Come on in.
Hello, Reg.
Hello, Reg.
Hello, buddy. Who are you coming up with?
No one, apparently.
Come on in. Come on. You know you want to. Don't savage me. Come on. He's a good boy. Oh, he's cold. He's been out.
Right, so Dad's got the cat, and we're going to crack off with some honourable mentions. Well, in fact, we've jointly agreed that this is an honourable mention because Peugeot this year have launched some sexy cars. I mean, for a
while they've been going.
Yeah, they have, but I really love the whole Peugeot range now.
If you could have one, which would you have?
I'd have. It's tough. It's a tough call for me because I do like that 3008, but I would definitely go 508.
Would you?
And I go Estate. I think they look really nice. Very aggressive as well, especially with the fang lights. I love those.
They're a nice car. Sorry, I've got cat fur on me now. On my very, very nice shirt, which I know you're all thinking, that is a nice shirt.
Yeah,
it hasn't been out of the wardrobe for 3 years.
No, it hasn't, no. But we're both looking fancy, actually.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We are.
So, obviously, the Peugeot got a special mention.
And I'm going for the wave of Chinese vehicles that are coming in, and I think they're going to do... I was going to say, unfortunately, do well, but I don't really have an objection to Chinese products. A lot of people do.
Yes, I think it'd be quite nice to have a change in manufacturers because you always hear the same ones: Beamer, Merc, Audi.
And I think they all need a good kick up the arse.
Yes, they do, because Kia and Hyundai and things, they're all catching up, I'd say. Everyone's catching up with the big German brands.
I think we'll be dispelling that myth in a moment.
We could
But anyway, these, if you've not seen them, there's a company called Great Wall, and they own Way, and actually it is owned by a Mr. Way. He owns Great Wall. And then there's the Aura Cat. So the Aura Cat is a relatively economically priced EV, and they've just brought the Coffee One, Way Coffee One, and if you've not seen it, watch Thomas's review on Ardica Fuel, and that's a seriously good car. Very well made, competitively priced. Honourable mention, but not our cars of the year. No,
not the cars of the year.
And we couldn't split them because we had one each. We didn't agree.
No.
Yet we did agree.
Yeah, we agreed because... Take a look at those. We got my personal choice was the Hyundai Ioniq. I think that is, for me, almost my perfect vehicle.
I was surprised how big they are.
Yes, we've seen a couple in the flesh, and they're chunky old motors.
Yep, seen a couple in the flesh. There's one chap local to us has got a white one, and I have had a conversation with him and a look around the car. And I personally went for the Kia version.
Okay.
And I went for the Kia version based on people's reviews, not my own personal. I haven't driven them, so I can't say. So I'm going on looks. I think I prefer well, that's not strictly true. I think they both look awesome. Very different.
The bit for me on the Hyundai is the lights. I mean, the headlights, the little squares, and the back lights look like Game Boy style. It's awesome.
And the rear of the Kia has got all of these bit Audi-esque.
Yes.
It all flows, and they're just great cars. And if you don't know, obviously Hyundai and Kia are the same company to a certain degree.
It's when you see them on the road, Like, I've only seen the Ioniq
They're
in
big
flesh.
buggers.
When you see them, they're not only big, but they stick out like something else because they look so futuristic.
Yes, so when he was saying earlier on the Koreans are catching up, I actually think from an EV perspective,
they're almost overtaking.
I think they're the best cars you can buy, and the Genesis brand of Hyundai, fabulous. I think they look fabulous.
Well, I mean, 10 years ago, someone said your favourite car in 10 years will be a Hyundai.
No.
You go, yeah, right.
Yeah,
you just would. But they just look phenomenal. Love them.
So I think the Koreans are there, and I think the Chinese brands are coming, and some of the Chinese brands, I think we need them to come in because I think they're going to bring the price of EVs specifically.
Yes.
They're going to bring the prices down. But I watched a review this morning. Robert Llewellyn's just had a new battery put in his 11-year-old Nissan Leaf.
Right.
And he said he's run that car for 10 years. I think he hasn't used it for a year. But in those 10 years, his servicing cost came to £250.
No, £250?
For 10 years.
Oh, what, over the whole 10 years, not a year?
No. And that includes one set of tyres, I think he said, and 2 services or something. But he said all they did was valet it.
That's just a gearbox change for the Merc.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
So EVs, not only, I mean, we've driven them. Yep. I think they drive fantastically well. And unless you're probably, again, I watched a review on Fifth Gear, and they were reviewing the Fiat versus the Honda E versus the Mini E, and their first test was around a racetrack. I mean, I don't drive on a racetrack.
No. The daily drive isn't a racetrack.
No. So they discounted the cars that didn't go around the racetrack well, which had the longest range, and you think, really? They were testing city cars as well, I hasten to add.
Well, why would you say, testing a city car around a track sort of almost defeats the object.
Yeah, it does. But these two, I think, are the new breed of EVs that are going to change everyone's opinion of how cool they are.
I'm very excited to see all the other models.
And there's a lot coming out in 2022, too much for us to go through. But they are our pick. We think those two are the best cars that have come out this year.
Yes.
Obviously, if you disagree...
In fact, we'll ask, what's your favourite car of the year?
Yeah, it is.
What is your favourite car that's come out in 2021?
So what did we miss? We missed, because we must have missed something.
Yep.
And then our channels, because we both watch a lot of YouTube. He watches TikTok because he's 3. And
I don't know how he can say that. We've all seen his humour. I mean, he is the 3-year-old. Exactly. He's the 3-year-old in the brain. But we both watch very different YouTube videos.
Oh, very.
You watch what I describe as sort of older man boring stuff. So I'll let you go first.
Well, my first choice was Arctic Fuel, and if you've never watched it, it's very, very in-depth car reviews. It's covered by the word car review.
Yes.
Chap called Thomas does most of them. I only really watch the ones he does. He goes through every single aspect of a vehicle. He does it extremely well, and through 2021 with COVID and all, he's kept the content, the quality. So for me, he is my channel.
They're very long videos as well.
They're long videos. I like that because when I'm settled down to watch something, I like to watch something. I don't like to flick like you do.
Yep.
I like if we weren't so boring and we could get an hour together, I would. But
yes.
we struggle to do that because we're too boring. But
that's true.
So Arctic Fuel is my channel of the year, followed by Fort9. If you've never watched Fort9, it's a motorbike channel. It's a Canadian chap. Fort9 are a company that sell motorcycle parts and clothing and what have you in Canada. But you don't have to like motorbikes to enjoy the reviews. I mean, some of his reviews aren't great, but the majority are really good, and they're a bit weird. They're a little bit weird. They're almost done in a little sort of cinematic way.
Oh, cool.
And I know you've never watched him, but I've had motorbikes, so therefore I like motorbikes. And he does. If you've not watched it, give it a try. There's one he did on the Honda Rebel, which is a really funny, good. I like him. He's a funny chap as well, and he's blooming brilliant on a motorcycle.
Yes. Oh, right. Well,
and then you've got 2 I've never watched.
Yeah, I mean, I never watch motorbike videos, and I find Thomas a little bit too long for me.
Boring's the word you're looking
for.
I
don't want to say boring because obviously for me it is a bit boring.
He's my channel of the year.
To be fair, if I was looking at a car, let's say I was going to buy a Hyundai Ioniq, I would watch a whole Thomas video about it. Yeah, because he tells you absolutely everything. So for that sort of thing, I think he's brilliant. But personally, what I would watch probably wouldn't be Thomas. So my first one is the car cleaning guru, Now, I know people, you know, for you, watching someone clean a car, you couldn't find that any less interesting.
Well, you could watch it once.
Yes, but you see, I can watch it loads of times. See, when he uploads, I go, oh yeah, great, and I watch it.
But if I've seen someone polish a bonnet, I've seen them polish a bonnet.
Yeah, but I find it interesting. Where's someone review a car? I've seen someone review a car.
Different cars.
Well, different paint job. So sometimes, see, I like him because he shows what products he uses. He goes and mainly tests lots of different products. I do enjoy it, yeah, I do like polishing. But he shows different methods, so he shows sort of the cheaper end of products to the more expensive end, and he cleans different cars. So one day he can, you know, most of the time he cleans Porsches, Lamborghinis, all these lovely cars, but then sometimes he's got a daily driver, an old Volvo estate, and he went round and cleaned that after it hadn't been cleaned for a year. So I like watching both aspects of the cleaning, and I find it quite therapeutic.
Oh.
It is nice. So the car cleaning guru, and he's got a lovely 370Z Nissan, which is really nice. So I find that interesting as well.
We found a barn find one of those, didn't we?
We did, a 350, yeah, really cool. French registered, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and my second channel is Matt Armstrong. He was a BMX rider, actually, before. I never knew about him, considering I went to the skate park. Never knew about him, but he's changed from BMX to cars, and he buys scrapped, written off cars and rebuilds them and customises them. So his most recent one was a Lamborghini Murcielago. He's done a Gallardo, no, not Murcielago, Gallardo, and he's got Audi RS5s, all these sort of things. But it's cool because he buys them cheap, written off, and fixes them, and I find that quite interesting.
Yes, I like that.
It's more realistic, you know.
So you're going to pick one of them for your channel of the year?
Matt Armstrong.
Matt Armstrong. Yeah, so Matt Armstrong and Ada Fuel are our channels of the year. If you've not watched them, give them a try.
Yes, Matt Armstrong I think is brilliant. Love his videos.
Yes, I've never got round to watching it. And then we both watched Gotham Garage.
Gotham Garage.
And we watched it on Netflix. And I watched it, and I watched a couple, then you caught me up, didn't you? And it's one of those programs that we watched, and we were watching it because it was so shit.
Yeah, I mean, that is a blunt way to put it, but it's true. Gradually you realised more and more how bad it was.
Yeah, and when we say the programme was shit, the quality of the production and everything, and the people who do it is very good.
Yes.
And I've never watched a programme ever, particularly that's got more than one series, ever where the premise is the same as the majority of these types of programs. Is they buy an old car, normally covered in rust and crap, they do it up, and then they sell it for a profit and trade up.
Yes.
Now, if anybody has paid the sort of money they say they're getting, so that they meet, so I'm Gotham Garage, I go, oh look, here's my the Volkswagen bus thing that they'd made, here's my Volkswagen bus, I want 100 grand for it.
Yeah.
There's an example of their welding. And every single product, every single car you watch being done, great production, quite an interesting build, quite an interesting, becomes repetitive on how they sell it, but you see drips in the paintwork.
Yeah, runs, all sorts of things.
They don't finish it.
And if you look, they did a custom bike and car that they made.
At the end, wasn't it?
The main man wanted to build, he designed it in his head, hadn't he? And they built this car. Impressively built, you know, nice car. But when you look at it,
it's big ugly.
But the quality of the finish, in fact, if you look at the carbon fibre wrap, for example, I've wrapped the interior of my Merc and it looks 10 times better than that, and I've never done it before. So that's one example. And he sold that for 250 grand.
No, he turned down.
Turned down 200,000 because he wanted 250 grand.
Yeah,
for a homemade, badly done car. You know, it's just unrealistic.
But we
watched every single one.
Yeah, we couldn't not watch it. And if you look at the crew, now there's the crew.
Interesting bunch.
The caveman, I think, self-explanatory which one he may be. He's there. He dismantles things with a club hammer.
Apart. Yeah.
And then the blonde guy whose name escapes me, considering I watched 3 series. Yeah. Was he Tony Trevor?
Oh God, I can't remember.
He's Mark.
He's the one who designs all the.
Yeah, he's the designer. And then the one in the pink actually is pretty useful.
He's the talented one.
He's the talented one. He does everything on they've got a water jet cutter, and he seems to do most of the
Makes
talented
all the special
stuff.
custom bits.
But some of them are so ugly.
I know.
It's untrue.
It really is.
This is purely for Mikey S at this moment. We would like you to pause the video in a second because you're going to need
a set of those.
So pause now, Go get them.
Yep.
And we'll show you why.
Why is that?
Constance is the only reason that I watched Gotham Garage.
Oh, I thought Mike S was more into the homosexual activity.
Oh, he likes to prod the tea towel holder.
The tea towel holder. But this is Constance. That's her name, isn't
Constance is apparently their
motor specialist.
Engine.
Yeah.
She rebuilds all the engines. And you can see why shallow people
watch the programme.
Because she hasn't been hit with the ugly stick.
No, she hasn't. Model, part-time, motor specialist.
Yeah.
Other.
Allegedly motor specialist. No, I can't.
I've hardly ever seen her touch an engine, but there we are.
She leans over them a lot.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
She leans over them a lot, and I hit that pause button, Mikey. Oh, I hit that pause button.
Unbelievable. He's so shallow, isn't he? Skip to the next one. No one wants to see any more of that.
Don't you?
Stop it for you.
We do have other commenters. We'd like to thank everyone who's made a comment. We genuinely, I love them.
It keeps
me occupied for
hours.
Ages. And some of you, I've got to know little bits about you. Some people, like John Hamlin, I don't know anything about you, so don't think we're ignoring you. And there's plenty others. But if I don't know anything about you, I couldn't really put anything up here. And obviously, we've got you can see here we've got a fantastic Welsh commenter who a little picture of Ryan. It is almost hard to distinguish between me and Ryan Reynolds, isn't it?
Yeah, if you're blind. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Blind.
Up the other side we got. What's that? A castle, is that?
Yeah, Jock McNamara.
Oh, Ian Jock McNamara, is it? Ian Jock McNamara.
We got McNamara.
McNamara, that's the one. And then, of course, we got the L200. The
L200. Alan. L200. We've given you a bit of porn, Alan L200.
Yeah,
so this is your point of pausing. Have a little look at that L200.
Nice one.
And, that is what you need to trade up.
Yes, well, so do I, but no, that's lovely. I love that.
It's a nice one. And then Mark P. The only thing I know about Mark is that he had I'm jealous, he had an Escort Mexico. Don't know what colour it was, but
nice.
That is a beauty, isn't it?
Yeah, didn't you have an Escort hand paint Mexico down the side?
I had an 1100. I did tell him this in a comment. I had I bought off my girlfriend at the time, your mother, my now wife. I bought off her sister's boyfriend,
right,
a Mark 1 1100 Escort with drum brakes, but he put a 1.6 engine in it, but it's kept the drum brakes.
Right.
And then I put, what did I put? I put 8 exhausts out the back.
Nice.
8 exhausts or 4 exhausts each? I think it was 8 exhausts. Yes, it was
too
8.
many. Yep.
It was. I had a 1 into 8.
Oh, nice. Yeah, 1 into 8.
A 1 into 8. So I had 8 exhausts coming out under the bumper, and then I hand painted, whatever, Mexico down the side, and it didn't look anything like that. And now I'm looking at that, I put it in the wrong place because I put it on the back, and it was much bigger than that. Because where I worked at the time, because obviously we're going back to, I would have been younger than you. One of my friends was what they call a ticket writer,
right,
which means nothing to you, does it?
No, it doesn't.
But in the shop, when you go into a shop, you have prices, and obviously you can print them out on a printer, can't you? Well, back in the day, you had a bit of cardboard, and you had a film, and you would heat press each letter.
Nice.
On, and he did that for a living. So he made me a heat very square Mexico. As well, Mexico. So I sort of stuck that on, drew a biro around the outside, and then hand painted it in. But anyway, that's another story. But yeah, so I had a 8 exhaust 1100. It went well because at one point it just didn't stop. Yeah, God, I bet that was a death trap. But they're the 4 of the commenters we know most about, but we would like to say thank you to everyone who comments. Yes, and it's interesting. Jock, don't know that much about him other than
I can't understand many of his comments.
Neither do I. No. He comments in Scottish.
Yeah, I really can't understand, but I chuckle laughing reading them because I'm trying to read them, but I'm going and I just can't get it.
Wee laddies.
Yeah, something like that, and I can't get it, but. Top commenters, top viewers, actually.
No. We've are eternally grateful.
Yeah, we are. Yeah,
it is good fun. It makes us keep doing it, actually.
Yeah, it does.
So, and then what are we going to do in 2022, young man?
Well, we obviously, our little heads are always spinning around with little plans we want to do, but we've got, of course, more off-road ones. They'll be coming up.
Yes.
We do enjoy doing the off-roading ones. It is a good laugh, and of course, we've got Paddy
Yes.
He's going to be coming on, but he's got little mechanical fix.
You're ditching me for a month.
I'm ditching Dad for a month.
He's going away to Germany.
Yep, my girlfriend's got a job in Germany, so I'm going to go over there and be with her for a bit. And
so I'm on my own, and I'm just going to clean and tidy what the mess he's made for the last 2 years. So that'll take me.
Yeah, I'll keep you busy. That will.
It will. Yeah.
But yeah, so we've got Paddy the panda coming up, but he's got a couple of mechanical bits we're going to do. So there'll be videos coming on the mechanics.
Yes.
Of course, got to finish the Merc. Got to get that done on the road. That'll be interesting.
Yes.
And
so most of those, we've got enough to keep us going while you're not here.
Yes, and we've still got quite a big catalogue of parts for the L200, which we'll be doing at some point. We're not entirely sure yet.
Well, the first video we're going to do on the L200 before we do Paddy, another excellent commentator, told us to get shackles, which I did. And we've had them quite a while.
Yes, they're interesting shackles.
So they go on the back of the leaf spring. So we're going to put a GoPro on the leaf spring, drive a circuit round where we are here. We'll do tarmac and a bit of bumpy road.
Yes.
And then we're going to put the shackles on, keep the GoPro on, and see if we make any difference. So we're going to find that one quite interesting.
Hopefully you can get a photo of the shackles and pop them there to show that they're an interesting shape. They've got a weird, they're like a G. Is that what they're called? G shackles,
G shackles,
yes. Interesting shape. So no idea what to expect on those, but that'll be quite interesting.
Okay, so we're going to do that. Then we've got, Paddy's got a weep on his prop shaft.
Yes, where the prop shaft goes to the gearbox.
So we're going to be fixing, we're going to fix it or ruin
destroy it. Yeah, we'll have to see.
He's also got a little bit of a shunt in the transmission.
Yes.
We haven't really driven it, to be brutally frank. We've hardly driven it, have we? And I've really taken a big dislike to the clunk in the transmission. I'm very nervous of it. So we'll see if this bushing bearing thing changes anything. All the oils and boring things that we're going to do, we're not going to put a film up of that because you've seen it all before.
Yes, just fluids, that's all that's going to be done.
We might do a time lapse, but I can't imagine anyone's really interested.
No, not really.
So we won't be doing much on that. We'll just do behind the scenes. We'll get Paddy done. And we'll enjoy doing it. It's much nicer doing it without filming.
It is. Yeah. Well, most of the time we forget about the camera, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
We start filming something. We've taken something off and go, oh God, the camera, and then we have to go and move it, and we forget. But of course,
or you just get a picture of the back of my balding bonds where I've picked a spot.
Yeah. Or we haven't pressed record. One or the other.
I do that a lot.
Yes, Dad does that a lot. There's a few of our off-road ones where you're walking around with the GoPro, and we're watching you with the GoPro, but not the GoPro itself.
Mum and I both do that, don't we?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, Mum tries to get the best moments, presses it, and then 10 minutes later says, oh no, I haven't pressed record.
Yeah,
and missed it.
Yeah, we're not very good at that.
No.
So it's mainly a bit of off-roading. With the Jeep's going up for sale.
Yes, the Jeep will be interesting.
So we'll probably show you what we purchase with the cash.
Yes,
we're going to spend a bit of it on Mick, aren't we? We might get his bodywork. Well, his bodywork's, there's nothing wrong with the bodywork, is there?
No.
But for some reason we fancy a stripe down it, and we thought we'd get it professionally done.
Yes, because we've done it in Plastidip and we've really liked it.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd go the whole hog.
And a big set of wheels.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. I'm excited for that. Yeah, hoping some AMG alloys or something on it will look quite nice, quite the bizoy.
Nice.
But that's our lot, isn't it?
So anything anybody can think that you want us to do, particularly with Paddy and Pete, we would appreciate the old comments, because obviously a couple of dopes like us struggle to think of things to do. So,
yes. Any challenges or anything like that you want to see us do with the pandas, let us know.
And again, maybe we cut ours. Some say they want longer, some don't like you like short.
I like
things.
short videos.
I like long videos. So again, if you want us to put more, particularly after Death Guitar Pop have sung us out.
Yes, we always can.
We can put more of the GoPro. We're still not very good with the drone, are we?
No, the drone's a bit difficult. No, it depends where we are.
It doesn't seem to like following us greatly, so you keep seeing us stop, which I find irritating. So I'm sure you do, but we'll get better.
We will. So exciting things coming up. I'm looking forward to getting Mick running personally. That's my challenge at the mo. But thank you guys very much for a great year. Actually, we've thoroughly enjoyed ourselves.
And we genuinely do appreciate people watching us, because I don't know why anyone would watch a couple of Herberts like us, but we quite enjoy doing it.
We do. Yeah, it's all good fun. We may as well film it.
We only do it for a laugh.
We do it anyway, so we may as well film it.
Yeah, I mean, blimey, it is just a good crack, really.
It really is.
And I love the comments. So actually, I don't want. Hopefully, we won't get many more commenters, because it takes me hours as it is. But,
yes.
And I like the ones I've got. So I'm very, very. In fact, I really enjoy it. It's much better than having friends. because I don't want any of them.
No, these ones are perfect.
Yeah, these are perfect. Yeah. Never have to see you. So happy days, eh?
Yeah.
Because you certainly wouldn't want to see me.
Yeah. So we wish you all a happy new year.
Yeah, we sincerely do.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's a happy, healthy one. We can start forgetting about COVID. There's a rumour of lockdowns, which is clearly pointless.
Yeah, very boring, tedious.
It clearly doesn't work. So let's quit that. Let's get back to some normal life, is what I say.
Yes.
But hopefully, on that note, you all stay very healthy and enjoy 2022. And we wish you everything that you want for yourself.
Perfect. Well, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching. And Reg says bye.
Oh yeah. Meow.
He's asleep.